What I'd like to have right now is for you, highly emotional, highly sensitive, grown boys and girls of society, to exit my channel as I speak to mature adult men and women on topics you get triggered on and are sensitive to. And with that being said, the title of this video is called The Biracial and Mixed Light-Skinned Boy Has the Dark-Skinned Xenomorphs Demonic Mindset. Beware. Now, as far as back I can remember, elementary school, middle school, high school, college, right now, present time, I have dealt with, encountered, come across highly emotional, highly irrational, highly sensitive, sissified, feminine, Cooney Tune, light-skinned, biracial, and mixed grown boys who in fact have the same demonic possession, the same wicked mindset, the same demon energy as the dark-skinned xenomorph boy, which we know today. Excuse me. He walks around acting like him, dressing like him, overall just wanting to be him for the approval and hand clap and the pat on his head from this demon-possessed, dark-skinned, dark brown-skinned xenomorph boy who terrorizes and causes chaos throughout all 50 states and now other countries. Myself, my brothers, people alike had to deal with these mixed and biracial grown boys. The mixed men and biracial men today, in the past, we had to deal with these individuals who will start trouble with us, who will run their mouth, talk shit about us, rather than be towards their dark-skinned xenomorph friends or towards females that they liked but didn't like them but liked us. We had to deal with this. We had to deal with this today. The same thing. It never gets old. It'll never die. Because these individuals right here are lost. Not because of their, maybe their dad is black and their mom is white, or their dad is white and their mom is black. For the biracials, for the mix, you already know both parents are mixed. They get produced, and that, as people say, that MGM mix, a multi-generational mix is born. We're not concerned with that, though it does play a part, more crucial when it comes to the biracials, how ignorant and effeminate the grown boys are when it comes to them. We know that. That's a fact. But for the mixed boys, they still carry on and have just as much fucked up, they have just as, their mindset is just as fucked up, excuse me for cursing, as that biracial boy. And they'll carry on like this, throughout high school, throughout college, throughout adult years, even though they're not behaving like an adult. We all know that they're behaving like what? A grown boy. I had to deal with them. Friends, my brothers, had to deal with them. Deal with them on the job, in the classroom. And this is the mindset that they enjoy having. This is the mindset that they want to have. Again, It reverts back to the approval and the love, admiration from the dark-skinned xenomorphs. And do you understand that these xenomorphs necessarily don't love you or care for you? Do you understand that? For the biracial boy, when this xenomorph, boy or girl, I may even add 2 more people because we know the main 4 who don't like us, mixed and biracial men, are the dark-skinned xenomorph boy and girl and the white grown boy and girl. When these 4 look at you, biracial boy, they see nothing but a stupid, ignorant, light-skinned half-breed. For the mix boy, when they look at you, they see you as a stupid, ignorant, light-skinned mutt. That's what they see you as. And these grown white boys and girls, they know the difference between a mulatto, one who's half and half, and a mix man. They trust me. They know 100%. More accurately than the xenomorphs. More accurately. So that's why when you're out in public, whether by yourself or you have a female friend or you're dating or you're in a relationship with a woman who's mixed or biracial, or maybe one if you decided to date outside of that, she may be Asian. She may be Latina, maybe Puerto Rican. They get very belligerent. The xenomorphs, the dark-skinned boys and girls, as well as the grown white boys and girls. But these are not the only people who get upset. You have that mixed and biracial boy who gets upset just as crazier. Sometimes, not all the time, because we already know who's number 1 and 2 when it comes to that. That dark-skinned boy and white boy, they're number 1 and 2. But the mixed and biracial boy they get just as crazy as those 2. Now they want to say stuff out loud. They want to fight you. They want to say something indirectly so you can hear it, so you can turn back around and say, "What'd you say?" It's the same act that they act on, just like these main 2 individuals who have had extreme hatred, jealousy, envy towards us since forever. Forever. And it's not going to stop. It's not going to end. There's no need for you to worry about it, mixed and biracial man, because what you have to do is keep yourself ahead of the curve. Keep yourself level-headed. I know it's easier said than done. And clear your mind. Make yourself strong mentally and physically. Physically. Truly physically. Because these light-skinned biracial boys, mixed boys, they're going to try you. They're going to try you. They're going to try you when you're by yourself. They're going to try you when you're with your wife, your woman, your girlfriend. I said girlfriend. Let's hope that she's not a girl. You know, she's your woman. They are going to try you because they want approval from the demons of the earth, the cursed ones. They're going to want approval. And now, more than ever, they are yearning for it. You see it all throughout social media. You have these light-skinned, biracial, and mixed boys talking crazy, as well as the girls. More the girls. We already know that. I'm going to do a part 2 on your asses next. But they're talking crazy, saying all kind of crazy things about men, mixed and biracial men, about how just every stereotype, every type of false, fabricated story you can think of. They're saying it. And it's being believed by thousands and thousands and thousands of people. We already know who the main four are. But when they start reaching other races, that's when it's become a problem. When you're out in public and you have certain races of people acting very hostile towards you, we already know what that is. We already know that the majority of all these other races hate and can't stand mixed and biracial man, because when you have a nice, you have nice features, you have a nice look to yourself, they hate that, especially if they have a girlfriend, because they worry about their girlfriend looking at you. I've been told a lot of stuff from these boys. I thought, when you came around that my girl's gonna see you, she's gonna start liking you and leave me for you. Crazy stuff. I've heard it from these white boys, these dark-skinned xenomorphs. I even heard it from the biracial mixed boys telling me this throughout my life. Seriously, not making anything up. You have these biracial and mixed boys on the internet being proud to holler about, I'm black, you know what I'm saying, I'm black, I'm black, I'm black. You may say that, but they don't look at you like that, dummy. They look at you as a half-breed, biracial boy. They look at you as a mutt, mixed boy. Why don't you understand and get that? Why don't you understand and let that click in your mind that you have no place in their little community on the internet? When you're getting clowned and getting capped on, which is just clowning. I don't know why they use cap for lying. Cap back in the day, for those who grew up in the 90s, when people said cap, that was like you clowning somebody. I don't know why it's used for you lying now. But when they're capping on you, clowning on you, here you come, boy, light-skinned boy, trying to come back where the men are at. Whether that's in the physical or whether that's on social media. Hey, what's up, y'all? No, you go back over there. Go back over there where you were trying to get love from people, things who talked about us. Or in some cases, he tried to come back because he's spying for them. I don't understand. You have your little social media community. Why can't the men, the mixed and biracial men, have a community of their own, along with the women that they have? Why can't they have their own community, their own hub? Why do you have to join? Biracial boy and mixed boy. Weren't you over there with the xenomorphs? Won't you stay over there with them? It's better over there. You'll like it too. You could be ghetto like them, trashy like them, low class like them, filth like them, low value like them. Why don't you just stay over there and don't come back? There are a lot of you on the internet, especially YouTube. There have been some who came in my comment section. All this, you know what I'm saying, as a light-skinned black, blah, blah, blah. Do you know how stupid you sound when you say a light-skinned black? Do you know that these xenomorphs, that these grown white boys and girls, hell, even the black men and women, yeah, I said that. Yeah, I know I've said in the past a few of them are decent. A few of them. This is how a few white men and women are decent. And by few, I mean out of 10, you're only going to get maybe 2 or 3. Well, 3, a few is 3. A couple is 2. So let's say a couple. You might get for every 10 black men and women, you'll get 2 who are decent, along with everybody else. But the rest of them have that jealous, envious mentality. Do you know when you say this, I'm a light-skinned black, do you know that these people know what you are, dummy? It's either you're a mulatto or you're mixed, or as they say, MGM. And that's just it. Technically, though, that's not on forms. You know, if you're filling out for a job application or whatever, apartment complex, duplex, whatever, we already know what you have to put. There's no, they have two or more races. That's the only thing they have, or other. So it's two or more races or other, and black. Man, I can't put. How am I going to put two or more races? My dad's not black, and my mom is white. Or or just pretty much one parent is this race and the other. No, both parents are mixed. So don't they have that on applications or whatever for us? You see how they are? You see how they get you? You see how they know? They know. They know, and they see it oh so clearly, and they hate it. So, for you men, biracial mixed men, listen to me. You're going to have to wake up, get the veil off your eyes, and know that things are about to get really bad. You're going to have to protect yourselves, whether that be you getting your CCW or you carrying a pepper spray, even a pocket knife. Got to be in a holster though, because you got these light-skinned, biracial, and mixed boys walking around with illegal firearms and pocket knives that are not secured, and they want to do real damage to you so they can get approval and love from demons. This is what they do. They don't care. They truly don't care, and you need to understand that. You need to wake up and know that this is some real life shit going on here, because they're all part of this plan to pretty much eradicate all men who are mixed and biracial. And that is the truth. They're planning to get rid of all men as a whole, but they really don't want to see masculine, mixed and biracial men. It drives them nuts. It drives this dark-skinned black boy and white boy nuts, as well as the Latinos, the Asians, and the Indians. It drives them nuts to see a masculine, mixed and biracial man. They don't want that. We know who the main two are who can't stand it. So you need to understand that this boy who's biracial mix has the same mindset as the xenomorph. He doesn't want to see you succeed. He doesn't want to see you happy. He doesn't want to see you with tangible things, nice car, nice house, nice clothes. You have yourself a nice watch, nice jewelry, money in the bank. Have yourself a nice woman or wife. He doesn't want that. He doesn't want you to have those things. He'll try to show off and try to say crazy stuff to you in front of females or guys, because they know that's what's in today, to demonize and criticize mixed and biracial men. Don't fall for it. And be strong, and don't be weak, for God's sake. Have a goddamn backbone and grow some balls. And I'll see you in the next video.